so far in the January 2020 that have made it to the list of the most expensive transfers of all time. However, Barcelona's signing of Vitor Roque from Atletico Paranese for an eventual 60 million euros was not even close from the top 50. So what are the biggest transfer fees in football history? Jack Grealish. Manchester City have signed English midfielder Jack Grealish from Aston Villa for a British fee record of 122 million euros. The 25-year-old at the time joined the Premier League champion on a 6-year contract. Jack Grealish said that it was a tough choice, but he made the right decision. Grealish had never played in the major European competitions before, which was his dream. Years later, Grealish won 2 league titles, won Champions League, the Super Cup and the Club World Cup with Manchester City. Antoine Griezmann. In Barcelona's official statement, the club confirmed paying the Frenchman 120 million euros buyout fee. Griezmann signed a 5-year contract with Barcelona, but unfortunately he left Barcelona to a loan at Atletico Madrid next season. This transfer was a big disaster for Barcelona, where they lost lots of money. Declan Rice. Arsenal confirmed the signing of English midfielder Declan Rice from West Ham United for 122 million euros, plus 7 million euros in add-ons. Rice has signed a 5-year contract with Arsenal in a deal which he has the option of a further year. Rice has moved on after captaining West Ham to the Europa Conference League title last season. Arsenal succeeded with their third bid for Rice, having 2 earlier offers rejected, which were below West Ham's 120 million euros asking price. Premier League champions Manchester City withdrew from trying to buy the player after they had a 105 million euros offer turned down. One of the biggest transfers in the summer of 2023. Joao Felix. Joao Felix transfer from Benfica of a disaster. Felix signed for Atletico Madrid in 2019 for a club record of 126 million euros fee after an impressive debut season in Portugal. The 22-year-old registered 15 goals and 7 assists in the Portugal League in 26 matches and was then signed by Diego Simeone as a replacement for Barcelona bound for Antoine Griezmann. He has not been able to replicate the influence that Griezmann had on the team, so much so that the Argentinian re-signed the Frenchman next summer. Having scored just 13 La Liga goals in his first 2 seasons with the club, Felix now finds himself on the substitute bench more often than ever. He has been in Madrid for 2.5 years, so a conservative estimate is that he has cost the club around 135 million during his time there. Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo has completed his medical at Chelsea as he nears the British record of 134 million euros, switch from Brighton. Chelsea paid 100 million euros plus 15 million add-on bonuses. Caicedo signed on 8-year contract with Chelsea, with the addition to sign 1 more year after that. Liverpool agreed on a 129 million euro deal to sign Caicedo a week before, but the move fell through when the 21-year-old informed the club he intended to join Chelsea. Despite the bid being accepted by Brighton, Caicedo only wanted Chelsea, where Liverpool replaced him with Dominic Szoboszlai for a much cheaper price. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has completed his move from Borussia Dortmund to Real Madrid. The England midfielder has become his country's most expensive player, with the transfer being 134 million euros, including add-ons, and has signed a 6-year deal at Santiago Bernabeu. Before the transfer, Jude Bellingham was named as the Player of the Year in the Bundesliga, and I personally think that he proved that in the Real Madrid, having 17 goals and 5 assists in 23 matches so far. Felipe Coutinho. Felipe Coutinho has completed his transfer from Liverpool to Barcelona for a club record fee. The 25-year-old at the time Brazil international forward signed a 5.5-year contract and was presented to the media and supporters at the Camp Nou stadium. The official number for the transfer was 145 million euros, with Liverpool receiving 120 million euros upfront and the rest in performance-related add-ons. And to be honest, that could be one of the most expensive mistakes that Barcelona made, because Coutinho didn't get up to the expectations and soon left to alone at Bayern München. Kylian Mbappe. The 18-year-old striker at the time joined on an initial season-long loan deal and will sign a permanent 4-year contract in July 2019. When PSG have an option to make the transfer permanent for a fee understood to be worth goals, helped Monaco win the French title in 2017 and reach the last 4 of the Champions League that season. Today, Mbappe costs around the same amount of the transfer he made back in 2017. Neymar. The most expensive footballer in history is Neymar Jr., following his transfer from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain in 2017. The Brazilian left Camp Nou for PSG in a move worth 222 million euros, ending an impressive 4-year stay with Barcelona. Neymar was the first time a French club had claimed the world record fee for a football transfer. The biggest transfers to take place since then have not come close to that record. In the summer, as Neymar's move, Kylian Mbappe switched from Monaco to PSG, though the deal did not become permanent until 2018. It was worth 120 million euros and is the second highest transfer fee of all time. Safe to say, he had a great journey at PSG, but couldn't win the Champions League title with them. So guys, these were the biggest transfers of all time in football history. Make sure to subscribe and comment which of these transfers was worth the most.